Jobbing with Nikki. Yeah, gobbing with Nikki. Jobbing with Nikki. Yeah, we're jobbing with Nikki.
Welcome to this episode of Jobbing with Nikki, and today I am joined by the lovely Maddy Morgan.
Hiya.
So let's start with the generic stuff. What made you want to be a wrestler?
Oh, you know what? I get this asked so many times, and it's like one of two things. So I've always watched wrestling from like a really young age. So I really wanted to start wrestling when I was probably, I'd say, 6 or 7. Like I can't really remember a time I wasn't into wrestling.
Yeah.
And then during like the COVID lockdown, I was living with one half of my family because my mum had to work at the NHS. And then
Yeah.
not being able to see my mum, the only thing I could really ever do was watch YouTube or stuff like that. And then continuously just started watching wrestling all the time. I'd done a couple of sessions beforehand, but then that was what really made me really want to go for it.
Yeah. Has it always been at LWF that you've trained, like, predominantly?
So predominantly it is at LWF, which is like, I call it like my home, but I have trained at other places. Like I trained at UKW for a couple of sessions when I was like 11 or 12. I can't remember where. I went to, I think it's DPW in Denmark for a week and did some training there. And then I've also been to Knox Pro in Los Angeles, which is amazing.
Wow. So for such a young age as well, the experiences that you've had and that you're getting, because like obviously you work with some British legends on Megaslam.
Yeah.
Like, so I came to a show and just like I remember watching Joey Hayes, Martin Kirby, Wes, like all back in like 2015, 2016, I was watching them. So I bet that feels surreal sometimes.
Yeah. A lot of them I used to watch shows that they were on, and then it's so weird to be wrestling them or being on the same show as them.
Yeah, because I know the one that we went to, you were fighting Martin Kirby in a
Yeah.
singles match, like for the
Yeah.
title, and I just thought that's insane, like especially because you are so young, you are still like you're still a baby, really.
I know, that's what everyone calls me. I was waiting for that. Everyone always calls me out. She's our little baby.
But they're such good blokes as well. Like
Yeah.
I've not really had much interaction with Joey, but Martin Kirby and Wesley especially, like
Yeah.
Wes always tells the story of how I always booed him back in the day. He was always fighting people that I liked, so I'd always
Yeah.
boo him, and he always brings it up every time he sees me. I'm like, come on, it's been 10 years, get over it now.
Honestly, I love Wes so much. We always do. What we were trying to do when we were in Blackpool before a show started, we had like a bit of time, and we were trying to do. Do you know where you hold someone's feet and they're on the hands and you flip them forward? We were
Yeah.
trying to do that for about half an hour, and it just wasn't working. And I kept landing straight on my bum the entire time, and it was still funny, but like I can't do it for the life of me.
So did you have like I always ask like when you can do the stuff you can do, like is there a gymnastics background? Is there like
Yeah.
yeah, you can tell like the stuff you can pull off is insane.
Thank you. I
Like
find it weird, like people don't like, because I've been doing gymnastics, like I was self-taught for quite a long time. I
wow.
think it was just because I kind of chucked myself into it. Like
Yeah.
some of the girls when I was in primary were like doing dancing and they were doing like back handsprings and stuff. And I was like, oh, can you do one with no hands? And they were like, I can try, and they did it, and they like land on the head or something. So then I'd go and try it and just send myself flying backwards, and I did it, and I was like, oh, I can do a backflip.
Wow. You're so impressive. Like I think it was Jeebus. He was like, you've got to keep your eye on Maddie. And then saw you, and I was just like, I can see why. Like, you're so talented. Like,
Thank
it's crazy, and you are a favourite at LWF. I have
Yeah.
had joy of witnessing how loved you are at LWF. The crowd absolutely love you, like adults, kids, they all just flock to you. I
I
think because
love it.
you've got that energy about you, haven't you? Like, you're so friendly and so nice, and just you're really down to earth, which I think really helps.
If you talk to the Lancadors, I don't think they'd describe me as nice, but I think that's just because they're my dads, and you treat your family like you want to bully them, don't you?
Exactly. So how long have you been with LWF, like on their shows?
On their shows, I've been on them since the back end of 2023. But I've been with LWF since I can't even remember, I think I started there when I was about 12 or 13.
Wow.
So that'd be like 5, nearly 6 years.
Wow, that is crazy. I always think it's insane when someone, your age, because I had Sigma on and he's the same age as you, and I was like, the fact he's been doing it since like 9-year-old just shocks me.
Yeah.
Like the dedication. And did everyone treat you different at school when they found out you were doing it, or
I never told anyone.
did it? Yeah.
No. It was like, at first, I think it was out of like, not embarrassment, because I was never embarrassed about wrestling, but it's not like I had all my friends who were doing like dancing and gymnastics, and then
Yeah.
you had the only one in like the entire, not even just year, the whole school who was doing wrestling. And I was kind of like, I know I'm a quite outgoing person, but I think this one might be pushing the limit a bit if I turn around to all these people and say I'm a wrestler.
I've spoke about before how I used to keep like the fact that I liked wrestling. I'd keep it hidden when I was a teenager because
Yeah.
it's not for girls back then, is it?
But even
Definitely.
now, it's like, before I dropped out of college, which probably isn't the best thing to say, but I dropped out of college. But when I was at college, for like the couple of months I was actually there, on like the first couple days, I kind of like said to myself, I was like, you know what, I really don't care anymore. I already knew I was going to leave anyway. So
Yeah.
whenever someone would come up and speak to me, like on the first 2 days, going like, like the whole, oh, do you want to be friends and stuff like that? And you're like, oh, well, I guess there's no one else here, so yeah, why not? Like, they'd always say, so, oh, do you have any hobbies? Like, yeah, I'm a wrestler. And they go like, oh, like MMA. I was like, no, I chuck myself backwards off a top rope just for the giggles every now and again.
Oh wow. Yeah, it must be weird, especially because you're getting well known now as well. Like, do any of them come watch you and stuff?
A few of them have like messaged me and been like, can we come and watch this one? Like, we're around the corner. And I'm like, no, okay.
Has that a little bit extra nerves though, doesn't it? If you've got
I don't know what it is. Like, I got dead nervous when I had my title win at LWF. Like, all of my mum, she's like, my mum's very over the top, love her to bits, but she's very, very over the top. And she was like inviting every single person that breathed near her. And I was like, Mum, I was like, please stop, calm down. And then like my other side of the family, they were all there. And then I think that was like actually the most nervous I'd ever been, because it's like people who actually know you. Like, to everyone else, like that's there, the only person they know is Maddy Morgan. Like, they go
Yeah.
and watch the show, they don't expect to see the real Maddy.
Yeah.
Like, whereas every single person there has like seen me since I was a baby, being like chirping all over them, and now they're here watching me fight in literally underwear and go like, yes, I want this title. Like that, it's a big difference.
They must be so proud though of you, because like
Yeah.
you're up and down the country with Megaslam, like you're so busy with it.
Yeah.
So it is going really well for you. And I
I've
can only see things getting better and better for you.
Honestly, I've loved it. Like, the traveling, like my mum says it all the time. She's like, you just jet lag yourself, you jet lag yourself. And like, it's so true. because like wrestling is like a full-time job is so different to anything else. Like when we have like the week tours, we're setting off at like 7 in the morning to get home at 4 to then set off at 7 the next morning, and then you're jet lagging yourself, and then some days there'll be an afternoon show, so you get home at 4 and you've got to set off at like in an hour time to get to this venue, and it's like
Wow.
my mum thinks I just jet lag myself. And then also she isn't happy that the brand new car that we got in February when I passed my driving test has now done 55,000 miles, and when we bought it only done 10,000, so she's not that pleased.
Well, it's the life of a famous, wrestler now.
Yeah.
You have
What
to
can
get
I
used to it. All right, let's get on to some questions. Now, I had one from Drew Ashlin from UKW.
Oh my God. I love
Drew. And she has asked, how does it feel knowing that you are a future WWE Women's Champion in the making?
Oh, you know what? I always say, like, when I was like much younger, I'd always have like this. Honestly, I don't know if I was just cocky or just very, very confident. But like, I'd walk around at training, and people would be like, "What you do? What are you going to do when you go to college?" I'm not going to go. I'm going to be a WWE champion. Like, you should be grateful to be standing near me right now. I'm like, but I'd say it, and they'd all think I was joking. But like, I'd be like dead serious. I'd be like, "No, you're actually so lucky to be standing near me because I'm going to be so famous."
Is that
And
the
like
goal? Like
that, yeah, 100%. Like now I've calmed down a lot, and I'm a bit like, right, let's take it one step at a time. Let's not go around saying like, be grateful you're speaking to me. Do you know who I am? Like, except that is what I do say when I'm driving. Whenever we have our drives and someone will like cut me off or something, I always go, "Excuse me, do you know who I am? I'm Maddy Morgan. You cannot just cut me off." And everyone in the car's like looking at me like I'm actually being serious, like I'm so joking. But then again, I'm like, if they knew who I was, would they cut me off?
Well, speaking of traveling, who is your favorite person to travel with? I've been asked.
There's quite a few. There's actually really like, so we've got my two favorite at Megaslam, I'd say, is I always love traveling with Joey Hayes because he's literally just, I've always said like, well, not always, but like when me and Joey started being on the same wrestling shows a lot, when we'd travel together for Megaslam, he kind of became like a, what's it called? Like on tour dad, if you want to put it that way. Love traveling with him. Love traveling with the Lancadors because it's so funny because they are actually like my dad's. Like, so it's always like if boys are mentioned, suddenly the car speed picks up really quickly, and it's like, oh, like I didn't know this was such a touchy subject.
Just looking out for you.
I know. I'm like, come on, guys.
Oh, they're lovely. They're such nice guys. Like whenever I've been to LWF, they've always made me feel so welcome, and it's a really nice environment.
Yeah, I've always said that LWF.
It's like everyone's just a little family, and it's so nice. But yeah, they've always been really accommodating and like just really good to us.
Yeah,
Which it's been nice, especially when I bring Isabel because she does get bothered, she does get cranky. But
all right, so do I.
I've been asked what your favorite LWF show you've been a part of is.
Champions of Champness Hall in Rochdale, 100%.
Do we have a reason?
That's the one where I won my title. It was such like a moment. Was proper like, I think I was just in the moment all day. Like, I remember doing my hair and like, people can never seem to tell, but I do have fake hair. And like, I think that's very obvious when it's falling out during my matches and like I'm kicking it to the side. Like, oh, that's another quid that I'm gonna have to try and put back into my head. But like I was trying to curl my hair before, and I was just in such like a state trying to think of how excited I was for this match that
Oh,
I nearly like burnt my hair off
God.
because I was just holding it and I was like thinking and I was like, and then I started seeing this smoke and I was like, oh, I was like, that's my hair.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
Yeah.
And what's with the Lorax?
Oh my God, no.
Now, I got asked it and I remembered seeing it, and then I've gone back and watched it again. So what is going on there, Maddie? For anyone who doesn't know, I might clip it and put it in the podcast.
I don't know who that was. Personally.
You don't.
That wasn't me. That was an orange person with a very bad hairline, clearly, because of this thing.
Yeah, I thought I'd nip back and give it a little watch. And I was just like, what's going on?
There was a lot more videos. That was the only one that got posted. But there was one when I did find out that he had put it on the Instagram page, me running around going, what if my future husband sees this? I'm screwed. Like literally running around going, Dad, please just take that down. And he was like, no. This is promotional material. And I was like, okay.
Right, what else have we been asked? Oh, this one was interesting. Who would you like to wrestle in LWF from other promotions, and why is it Melissa Fierce?
How did they already read my mind?
She's brilliant, isn't she?
She is. I love working Melissa. I think because we've travelled together as well, like we've like sort of like created this like really, really like cute friendship. Like we are so close when we're on the road together and stuff. And like I still message her now. But no, I'd love to have Melissa Fierce on LWF. And Rio is a big one that I really want to because she actually eliminated me from a Rumble when I was 14.
Oh, really?
Yeah. little facts there for you. She eliminated me from a Rumble. Well, horrible person. I could have won that title that day, but no. Yeah. Rio decided to come in and chuck me out. Very gently, by the way, must I say. She took me out very gently.
She's a good one, though. Like, there's so much female talent out there at the minute.
Yeah.
That sometimes I don't think it gets the recognition it deserves.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
And just, yeah, Melissa Fierce and Rio being two of, they're making names for themselves. I just recently saw Melissa at True Grit against Lana.
Yeah.
And she was incredible. Like, every time I see her now, she's just getting better and better and better.
Yeah.
Like, compared to, I think I first saw her a couple of years ago, and it's like compared to then to now, she's just got so much better, and her character work and everything's just, and I think women's wrestling should be more celebrated.
Oh, 100%.
It's not all about, the looks and all that. Just concentrate on the talent.
Exactly.
God, how many guys have you fought at LWF? I was there for West Danger, I think.
Oh yeah, you were. Yeah, that was it. I enjoyed that match.
Yeah, like you two work so well together.
Yeah. I think what's it called? I have definitely fought more of the lads at LWF than women. And like, to be fair, I do enjoy doing both. But my favourite types of matches are mixed tag. Like, for some reason, they're my favourites, doing mixed tag matches.
Well, I actually saw you in a mixed tag at Tidal. because it was you and the brand against Lorna and Rob Drake, yeah?
Yeah.
And that
love
was
a tag.
Yeah. But again, even then, before then, you were on the women's show as well, weren't you? Against Lorna and Hilfi.
Yeah.
And that's the thing. I think because you are like you're so much younger, but you held your own.
Yeah.
And I think every time I see you, you hold your own with whoever you're with. Like it doesn't matter like how long they've been doing it or male, female, you go out there and you can hold your own with everyone. And I think that needs to be, you need to carry on with that. I think Martin Kirby, I'd say.
Oh, I love, honestly, Kirby is one of my favourite matches. And like, I think the matches that we have are brilliant, but my favourite bits about them is he just makes me laugh the entire time. Like, I feel like everyone just does it as a joke at this point, like who can make Maddy break character, because I do it so often now. Actually on Sunday, one of my hair extensions did come out and he did decide to wave it on his head and prance around. And I was like, I'm not laughing. And then I said, I'm not looking at you, Baldy. And then he was like, but you have to keep you cool.
So he shocked me that day actually at the Megaslam show we were at because he told you to go get back in the kitchen.
Yeah.
And he made a group chat with me and Jeeves and was like thanking us for coming down and that. And I says, don't worry, I'm back. I'm off back in kitchen now, Kirby. Back in my place. I cannot believe you said that.
Honestly, it gets said a lot more on shows than you think.
Wow. He's a bugger. So what is your career highlight so far? Is it the title?
Winning the title is definitely one. My debut match. I think I'd say Barnsley and Grimsby. Doing them for Megaslam and going to Ireland as well. I've just got it's more not highlights, like it doesn't have to be like the matches, it's more like, wow, I've just performed in front of 2,000 people at Barnsley Metrodome. Like that's like doesn't matter how the match went, it was like, wow, that's a highlight for me personally.
Yeah, definitely. That's a lot of people. I don't know if I could.
I didn't think I could before I went out, even being honest.
I don't know how you prepare yourself for, crowds that big. And I suppose once your music hits, you're just in the Maddy zone.
Yeah.
And don't really focused, locked in and doing it. This one's actually really nice. What does it mean to you to be an inspiration for young fans? Now, Andy sent that in, and I know how much you mean to Lily, is it?
I know, my little Lily.
Yeah.
I've actually got a collage of photos like on my wallpaper on my phone, and she's in quite a few of them. I love Lily so much. She's like, I've always said she's like, if I were to have had a little sister, she's exactly like what I'd imagine is my little sister. I always used to love coaching her at the kids' classes. We had a couple of one-to-ones, and honestly, when she had her like little debut match against Just In Case, I was on the side crying with my phone up, and it was like it was such a moment. But no, she's just inspiration, just not to her, but to like all of like the little girls, little boys. It's like it just kind of proves that like it doesn't really matter what background you come from, what's ever happened in your life. It's like if you actually put your mind to something and work as hard as you can, then you'll be able to do great things with what you can do.
Yeah. But I do think you are a solid role model for young girls. And I think again, there needs to be more of that. It needs to be more celebrated.
Yeah.
Because it does show, like my Isabel, you know, she keeps saying she wants to be a wrestler or, you know, a dancer or a singer or this and that. And it's just nice that she's got these strong role models to look up to when she comes to shows with me.
Yeah.
And she sees, you know, you kicking boys' asses and
Exactly. It's the way life should be, shouldn't it?
Yeah, definitely. If she can go to a show and come away thinking, I want to be like her because she's so strong, she's, you know, don't let anyone bully her. I want, you know, that's how I want her to come away from a show. And I think you just personify that really as a wrestler because you include the kids. Like you say, you coached the kids for a while, did one-to-ones with Lily. And that bond you have with Lily, I think, is just incredible.
Honestly, yeah.
And she's definitely taking after you beating up Justin because he complained.
Yeah,
Did you see his complaint? All your ad was him getting beaten up.
Same. Maybe just don't get beaten up as much then.
That was my reply. I like, just don't get beat up as much then. He's like, I've got her back sometimes.
Have we though?
No, I don't think so.
We'll put a side eye there and go,
So when you get to WWE, what would be your dream match?
It's like I've got a few, but like my dream match for like the longest I could ever imagine was always a triple threat with Nikki Bella, and Sasha Banks.
Oh wow!
And like that has always been like, well, if I can do that, then I've made it somewhere, haven't I? If I can do that.
Yeah. I think we should have a battle of the moonsaults with Tiffany Stratton. I don't know.
The question of who's better, the blondes or the brunettes. We'll see with the moonsaults.
Maddy time, right?
Maddy time.
Who has been your favourite opponent so far, though?
I think, even though it makes me like so nervous going against them, it's always the Lancadors. Like, I feel like it's so much different fighting with your family than fighting just someone who you know. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I always like going up against them in like our little matches and stuff, like with the Pac-Men and like all of that. But yeah, definitely going against the Lancadors every now and again.
They are, yeah. They're heel now, aren't they?
No, they're face.
Are they face?
They're little cute guys. Yeah. It's just, if you get confused, it's just the music.
Yeah. When I went to the Skipton show, it threw me right off. I was just like, this isn't the Lancadors music. Who's this?
He'll message me after this now and go, talking about my music.
Yeah.
Fine.
So I'll watch it back and be like, right, Nikki is never allowed at our shows again.
Yeah.
I'm not being nice to her anymore. So Andy also wanted to know what your favourite pizza topping is.
I don't really like pizza toppings. I only ever have cheese.
Really?
Yeah. I never ever put anything on. Everyone always goes for it. She only likes cheese, even though she shouldn't really have it. Like, if you ask my best friend, she's like, no, get the cheese away from her. Like,
it's all right. Cheese is just the best.
Oh, it is. Mozzarella. I literally had some before. You can probably see my dishes in the background. That was my chili and cheese. No, chips, chili and cheese from before when I got home.
Oh, that sounds nice. I had stew and dumplings. My eldest has been nagging me to make stew and dumplings. So what have you got coming up? I know obviously you've got a lot of Megaslam dates coming up, I'm sure.
Before my phone dies, that noise is it. Everyone needs one of these in their life.
What is it?
It like sticks to like surfaces
Oh,
and it's my
wow.
favourite ever.
I might need one of them. I dropped my phone this morning.
Here we go. We've
Oh,
got,
wow.
that's October going into November.
That is so many days.
We've got quite a few. We're tiny bit busy.
So is this it then? This is you full time now, wrestling,
Full
just
time.
full time wrestler. That must feel amazing with how
It
hard you've
does.
worked.
Yeah. I think of all like the years I've been trying to like be a wrestler, like, and working towards it. Like it's very rewarding to be able to do it full time. Might not be rewarding on your body, but
Yeah.
it's rewarding thinking like, oh yeah, I do this full time.
Yeah, you're really, you're really doing something amazing. You're living your dream. You're living a lot of people's dreams right now. Like, are
It is,
you allowed to talk about how you got into Megaslam? Like,
to be honest, like I've never really knew. I think it was just from Facebook.
yeah,
Like I think the owner saw a couple of my videos and then asked Harley Hudson about me because she coached me every now and again at LWF, and then also
right.
was on a lot of the shows at LWF. And then I think it was, I found out in Weatherspoons that I was going to be on Megaslam, because we became a regular there after when we were doing our GCSEs, because it was like right round the corner. And I remember like sitting across from like one of my really close friends, and I was like, oh my God. And she was like, what? Like she was one of the people who knew that I was a wrestler. And I was like, I've just been booked on Megaslam. And she went, oh my God, what is that? And I was like, you don't get it. You don't get it. You don't get it. And then I went to the toilet and cried.
Oh.
Honestly, I'm such a crier over these things. It's really
No,
hard.
but like we've just said, it is, what you've been working for
Yeah.
is something like this. And, you mentioned Harley Hudson. Look, she's, killing it on TNA now.
No.
So you could follow in her footsteps, go TNA, you never know what the future
Yeah.
holds now that you've got your foot in
Yeah.
that door of being a full-time wrestler.
Yeah. Honestly, it was like, and then I found that out, and then we had the show, and it was like, I'd literally got back off holiday at 5 a.m. and then went to do the Megaslam show for the first time. So I was like, oh, there's no way he's gonna ever let me back here again. No way. And then you know what? Here I'm still here, still thriving on Megaslam. So I mustn't have been that.
How long you been with Megaslam now?
So it's September now, so about a year, and I'd say you're gonna make me do maths now. I haven't been to college in a while. May 5 months? A year and 5 months.
Wow. So yeah,
Right.
quite a long time then, really.
But
I bet.
since I started them, they were always some of my favourite shows to do. I think it's more the crowd, because it is, a lot of people like say it is just solely for kids, but it's not always. Like it's not like the wrestling on there's anything else that you'd not like. Do you know what I mean? It's like, it's not next to nothing wrestling. Like you're doing a lot.
Oh,
and
yeah,
like
definitely.
you'd probably see me do the exact same on there as I would do on an LWF show. Do you know what I mean? It's like, I feel like some people don't always realise that. But no, I was over the moon when I got a Megaslam.
No, I bet, because like I think I used to go see Megaslam because I used to live in Doncaster. So like the only wrestling we got at that time was Megaslam coming to Doncaster Dome. And I met Tony Storm there at our Megaslam show. And people don't believe me. And I'll get the picture up and they'll be like, is that Millie McKenzie? I'm like, no, it's Tony Storm. Like,
she used to be on Megaslam.
It's crazy though when you think of But again, it's got to feel like a stepping, like you're going up.
Yeah.
Because, like we say,
100%.
these have now gone on to TNA, AEW.
Yeah.
So it's got to, you know, realistically, that's where you're going to go.
We hope and pray.
And I fully believe you will.
I feel like I'm supposed to say I'm not, but I do. I really, I can. I feel like if you can see it and you can think and envision it happening, then it will happen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's, you know, like I've said before, like if it sounds bad when I say it, but like I think if you're going to go full in, then you can't really have that backup plan.
I know I've got no backup plan. My mum's.
That's the thing. Like, as a parent, I would want my kids to have a backup plan, but I also see it from the side of if you don't have a backup plan, then you've got to succeed.
Exactly. Yeah.
That's the way my mind works with it. So it's like if you haven't got a backup plan, then you're going to work even harder to get where you want to be because
Exactly.
that's all you've got.
Yeah.
And I think your talent speaks for itself. And I do think you're going to make it and you're going to go there. Just
Sorry,
don't forget me and Jeebs when you're big and famous, you know.
I'll make sure that you've got front seats so we can get a picture and a highlight reel.
Oh yeah, go get the Jeebus reel. He did message and say I've got to say hi to you for him.
Tell him I say hi back.
I will do. Like Lisa commented on the interview I did with the brand, and she messaged me and she was like, I feel like I haven't seen you and Jeebus for ages. And I'm like, I know, we need to get back to LWF at some point. It's I think the last time we came to one.
Was it Skipton?
I came to Skipton, but Mark was at a different show. And then before then, I don't think I'd been since around Christmas. Because me and Mark and my little one, and we stopped over in Chorley.
Yeah.
And then we came back to Leeds for another show the next day, and we did like Manchester Christmas market and stuff. And it was really nice. We just made a trip of it.
Yeah.
But, it was so funny because we got there and Isabel saw Josh outside and she went, our hotel's funny because Mark's got a little tiny bed and me and Mummy have got a huge bed. But was that the one where you were fighting West Danger then?
That might have been, yeah. Because that was in November.
It probably was that then. But like I said before, your matches with him are just incredible, and I urge everyone to go and watch them if they can, because
I think that is just because we purely do just batter each other.
You do. It's actually quite scary. I think the most scared I've been for you was the Skipton show, though.
Oh, against Alfie?
No, when you were in, I can't remember but you took a head bump and you looked like you were going to be sick. Was that Skipton? At the farm.
Are you on about Thornton?
Thornton. That's it. That's the last one I saw you at.
I was very out of it.
Yes, you took that bump and I just wanted to run in the ring and grab you and be like, no one touch her anymore.
Lorna was like that as well. She was like, no one go near her. No one go near her.
It was so scary.
I remember taking it, rolling onto the side and being there for about a solid 30 seconds, not knowing where I was. And then I was like, right, just get up. Like, you're fine.
Well, that's what my mate was saying to me, Dan. He was going, surely she's, she's still wrestling. I'm like, that'll be adrenaline. I says, and the fact that she's a professional, she will not stop wrestling this match.
No.
She will carry on. But then I think I went out for a vape and you came past me and you were just like, and I was like, oh my God. Poor lass.
I remember going back and not throwing up in front of everyone else because I was like, that is so embarrassing if everyone like is watching me be sick. So I just kept it sounds horrible to say, but like during that entire match, like if you saw me on the sides, like you didn't get it on Lisa's camera, but I was like on the side, like swallowing back down my own sick.
There was one point you were stood up in the corner and you were just like pure white, and you were just going, and I thought she's going to throw up on everyone in a minute. And I'm like, I just want to take her out of this match.
I probably would have been sick and laughed and gone, we've all got sick on these.
I would have been pretty funny, to be fair.
The only thing I would have been bothered about is that I wouldn't get it on my gear.
Yeah.
Like that is the only thing I would have been bothered about. If I got sick on my gear, I would have been fuming.
I love your gear as well.
You know what? And everyone always like says to me like, "Oh, where did you get it done?" It was like, and people think I'm gatekeeping when I'm saying it, but I'm actually not. It's my mum's friend's mum, and she makes dance gear, and then she made my gear. And I've only got 2 sets of gear, and everyone's always like, "Where did you get your gear from?" And I was like, "My mum's friend's mum," and they're like, and I'm like, "Listen, I'm not." It's like my friend's mum.
Maybe she should start a business in making wrestling gear.
Yeah.
Send everyone her way.
Yeah.
I think that could be it, you know.
Really?
So everything was sent in and everything that I wanted to ask. So yeah.
Thank you so much.
And thank you for coming on. I know we had, you know, with your busy schedule.
I know, that was completely my fault.
It was just so lucky that someone pulled out this week, and I was like, well, I can get you in on Monday.
Because I like, the thing is with me, I'm just so rubbish at, like, I use social media all the time. I'm just so rubbish at replying to people. Like, if you were to ask my mum, like, I'll leave at 6 o'clock in the morning. She won't get a message till I'm home, and she'll have sent me like 10 individual messages, and I'll message her, just got home. Okay, well, I wanted to know that before, but
see, it's the other way around in our house. When I go to shows, I have my eldest constantly, Mum, when you coming home? When you coming home? When you coming home? And I'm like, leave me alone, I'm a grown woman.
I'm just the worst for replying to messages. Like, it's so bad. It just completely, like, I'll think and I'll go, right, okay, so I'll message this person then, and then it'll get to then, and I'll just be like, who was supposed to message?
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, well, I must be just making this up in my head. It's probably all them head bumps I've taken.
Yes.
I'll blame it on that.
Yeah,
not the fact that I'm just very, very, very unorganized.
No, it's the head bumps. We'll always say it's the head bumps. Right, we'll wrap this up. I have been Nikki. This has been the incredible Maddy Morgan. Check her out at LWF. Check her out at Megaslam. And anywhere else she may be popping up because she's a very busy lady. Bye.
Bye.